I'm Kaylin Villagrana from the Better Business Bureau, and this is Better Buyer's Guide. Let's talk taxes. Taxes are confusing. You throw a pandemic into the mix, and things can get, especially, let's just say it, messy. Did you receive a stimulus check last year? Did you have to take on a side gig in order to make ends meet? Or maybe you even had to collect unemployment. If you answered yes to any of those questions, or maybe even all of those questions, we get it. It's a lot. So if you're filing taxes this year, you're gonna need some help. And we talked to a tax expert to help clear things up. Tom Conrad is co-founder of Box Elder Consulting in Denver. His advice: file early and do it online.
The IRS dealing with, a couple 100 million taxpayers on top of being in charge of the stimulus rollout, on top of it being tax season, you can't emphasize enough how much is being expected of that agency. To that end, we are saying anything electronic, do it. E-file. If you've never e-filed before, now is the time to e-file. If you're my dad and just likes doing his paper filed returns, cut it out. Do the e-file. Trust me, it's going to take months to process paper returns still.
So, what do you need to know when it comes down to filing your taxes? We have the answers to the questions everyone is asking. Do I have to pay taxes on my stimulus payment? No. Your stimulus check is untaxable income. Think of it as receiving a part of your tax return just a bit early this year. Do I have to pay taxes on unemployment? Yes, you absolutely do. When you sign up, you do have the option of withholding a certain amount for taxes. But let's be real. Anybody signing up for unemployment probably needs every single penny of it. If you find yourself in this situation, you're certainly not alone. The good thing is that the IRS has payment options in place for you. What if I took on a few side gigs around town, a few odd jobs here and there? If you're used to receiving a W-2 from your old employer, but now you find yourself as an independent contractor or self-employed, in other words, you're working for a ride-sharing app or a food delivery service, this just means that you're going to be receiving a 1099 form instead, or in addition to your W-2. Unlike your old paycheck, you receive this one before taxes are withheld. So you're going to have to do quarterly tax estimates. If all this sounds complicated, that's because it is. If you still have questions, it's probably a good idea to find a tax expert. And it's probably an even better idea to find one that knows what they're doing. Learn how to find a tax expert you can trust at trust-pbb.org.